she looking at me like she wanna freak, I'm on it. Money, fashion, flights with you, living up like we're supposed to do.
The first time I was told that I could sing was inside PBB house. I knew songs by like Jack Johnson. I learned guitar to Jack Johnson, but I would never really sing it out loud, and no one ever told me, you know, you're a good singer or whatever. So I was surprised. I learned to play guitar when I was like 11. My dad bought me a Spanish guitar, and my uncle taught me how to play piano when I was like maybe 6. The first song I remember lyrics to was Mario, Let Me Love You. I would never sing it, but I love that song. That's why I fell in love with R&B. If I really think about it, my first passion was really cooking. Back in Australia, I'd cook a lot. Before showbiz, like, that was supposed to be my path. After PBB, we did a lot of tours. Like, I had to sing at mall shows. That's where I really learned to sing. I was forced to, so I had to practice singing. I would sing things like Jason Mraz or Bruno Mars, things like that, just pop songs to get me through the shows. But I really loved it. I really fell in love with singing, and I'd start practicing at home, practicing in the shower, like Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, The Weeknd. And then it got to a point in my career where I kind of fell off the radar. Like, people know who James Reid is, but like, it's all in the past. So I really needed to do something to restart my career. Like, I really wanted. That's when I decided I'm gonna make it. I want to go all the way. I want to be a star. I want to make music. And that's when I met Vic, and I said, I want to make music. I want an album. My first ever music inspiration was Michael Jackson. I know a lot of people say that, but I really mean that. I used to watch these music videos over and over again as a kid. And yeah, but more recently it was Chris Brown and like The Weeknd. Locally, has to be Gary V, Bamboo, and of course Sam Concepcion. He's been my idol ever since I joined showbiz. Actually, I don't know how it happened, but R&B is my style of singing, and that's how I want to be remembered. I had terrible stage fright when I was younger. Like, even class presentations, my ears would go red and my mouth would go dry, and I just hate being in front of audiences, like crowd, and even in front of cameras. But then, once I got to the stage and I was performing, and the crowd would go crazy, they'd go wild, they'd scream, and I don't know, there's something about that feeling. It's like I was able to overcome that fear of audiences, the stage fright, and I don't know, it makes me feel invincible. This was definitely an unexpected path. Looking back at who I was when I was 16, 17, before I moved here, I'm a completely different person. It definitely feels good that this is where I ended up, even though I wasn't expecting it. But to be honest, now that I'm here, where I am, like, my dreams have gotten way bigger.
As an artist, siguro he's very adventurous kasi he has a lot of ideas, and then ang dami niyang gustong gawin. So he loves exploring yung kung ano yung kaya niya, and then yung talent niya, talaga yung na-explore niya, and he really wants to do his parang to give his best palagi.
My first milestone for music would have started with my first album.
Nasaktan ang puso mo na maging katulad ko. Alam niya ba kung paano?
I went to Busvik originally and I said, I want to do music, I want an album. So he really gave it to me and I was happy. That was like, you know, marking myself as a recording artist. And then I made Reid Alert. And that whole album's written by Thyro, and he's amazing. I was able to surprise people with that album, and they recognized me further as a recording artist because I was contributing to OPM music. The first song I ever wrote was called While We're Still Young, and it was actually me and Brett wrote it together. This was a digital album, like a long time ago. Yeah, this was our first shot at writing and making music.
Some of the first music we made was really terrible. Yeah, it was bad. But I mean, I think all art starts that way.
I can't even remember what it was about, but I know it's about just having fun and being young. I mean, looking back at it now, it's really funny, and we were so young. But it was good practice. It was definitely good practice, and it's nice to see where I started. Me and Brett made a lot of music, the digital album, and we made a couple of good songs that I think were really good, but they never got released. They never did. And I kind of gave up on that whole, you know, making music thing. I felt like it wasn't working for me. But my biggest achievement by far is Palm Dreams. Simply because it really came from my heart. It's my own music, it's my story that I'm telling, and I'm telling it my way.
In the afternoon, not much that I wanna do except you. Would think I'm way too in love with you. Can we just live by the swimming pool now? Cause it needs to cool down. Ooh, I need to cool down. Ooh,
In 2014, I think, I met Paulo Chungson, aka Poor Taste, and he told me that he makes music, and I was like, oh cool, I like music too. Let me hear your beats. Let's like see if we can work something out. And then we go to his place on his laptop, and then he starts making beats, and then we make a new one there on the spot, and then he's making new music, and then I start singing over it, and I start making lyrics over it. And next thing I know, I'm recording into like an old microphone with a sock over it because we don't have the pop filter. We didn't have one, so we had a sock over the microphone. And then we're just making these really ghetto beats out of his apartment. So that's how it started. And then after that, I thought, you know what, we could, maybe one day this could become an album. Why Palm Dreams? I want something that screams like the Philippines, like tropics, and I had that feeling like when I'm in the city, I know I'm in the Philippines, I'm so close to the beach, and there's beautiful places all around us, but we're locked into this city and the beach feels so far away. So it's like really wanting to escape, wanting to get out of the city, wanting to find paradise. I chose this genre because it's my element. It's R&B, hip hop. It's the music that I love to listen to. I was really making music that I like, and I mean, Cool Down. If you listen to Cool Down, it has electronic elements in it, but most of it is R&B, hip hop. We threw in quite a bit of dancehall to make it a bit more tropical because that's what I was going for. Music that I think fits the Philippines.
I think his chosen genre speaks like talagang si James talaga.
You know me.
It's different every time. Sometimes the words come to me first and I want to use it. Sometimes the music comes to me first and then I just vibe on the track. And sometimes I have this melody stuck in my head that I need to put on a track and then I bring lyrics to it. But more often, the music makes me feel a certain way, like Paulo make a track that makes me feel like this, and I'll start singing along like and then put words on it. I don't know what I mean to you. It's just like that.
I don't know what I mean to you.
Well, to be honest, wala akong masyadong hugot, but I get more of my inspiration from stories from my life and stories from my friends' lives. It took forever. It took like maybe 3 years. Wait, no, that's not true. I started writing the album in 2014. Some of the lyrics go that far back, and a lot of the melodies do as well. But yeah, and some of the beats were made also in 2014. So like 3 years. But the actual recording of the album, the vocals and everything, only about 6 months.
I need to cool down, ooh, ah. I need to cool down, ooh, ah. I need to cool down.
I was at taping. I was on the set of Otwal, and I think I was just like tenga, and then I was writing a song like about how I wanted to get away from work and just pick up my girl and then go home, or just relax by the pool, just escape, get away. That's really what the song was about, just escaping the city life or escaping work. This song was dedicated to myself, really just like, James, you deserve a break. Like, you deserve to get away from this and all the pressure and all the noise and busyness. Like, I think it was for me. Cool Down, me and Paula really experimented a lot with the track, with new bass sounds and going in an electronic. This one was actually EDM-ish. We had a lot of fun making this one, so that really set the vibe for the whole album, Cool Down. So that was like more like the center of the album, and we built it around that. My favorite line is the first line that I wrote for the song, which is,
In the afternoon, not much that I wanna do except you.
you get it.
In the afternoon, not much that I wanna do except you. I think I'm way too in love with you.
I thought it was really clever, and it's actually very sexy. With lines like that, and also for On Top, the lyrics were quite sexy. I was glad that it was accepted by not just my fans, but everyone else too. They liked that I was going in a more mature direction. I had the first version of Cool Down over a year ago, and it sounds very similar to the one we have now. But it went through a lot of minor changes in like just the simple instrument, or mainly the vocals. They went through so many changes and so many revisions, but yeah, that took a long time. Cool Down was probably took the longest. The music video for Cool Down I produced, and it was my first time as well. The idea for the music video was also my idea, because I wanted to tell a story through my music videos. So this was one of 3 music videos, and Cool Down represents the time of my life when I really just wanted to travel and escape the city with my friends. I was kind of lost. I didn't know what to do, but I wanted to escape from the city. That's what it meant. I see a lot of comments on Instagram about what the whole Nadine at the end means, and some of the answers are very close, very spot on. But Nadine isn't really there in the music video. She's not actually there, but she represents something bigger in my life, the start of something bigger. Like, that's when my whole life turned around, was when I joined Viva and I met Nadine. Yeah, we had a lot of fun shooting this music video. It didn't feel like a shoot, it felt like a vacation. A lot of my friends came with me, they drove me down there and they helped with the setups, and in the end there was a big party, so we're just having a lot of fun. And I think it shows too on the music video.
I'm turning up on top of my city. I rock that ground. I'm burning up. So
Turning Up, I think it has to be like one of my top songs in the album. And I decided to be first because it starts off with like such high energy, and it just gives you off this vibe that this is something else. This is different to the James Reid you've heard before. And I feel like it has such a strong start. I wish to make more music like that in the future, because that's really the music I'd like to make. And that song is really just about my ambition, getting to the top and bringing my boys with me. I was really talking about the present, like how I feel right now and how me and my friends are right now. I was just so happy about the way the music's turning out and like how talented everyone is. I really felt that something bigger was coming and that, you know, we were gonna blow up.
I'm turning up on top of my city.
The song's really dedicated to me and other artists that want to make music that's game-changing, that's different, that's themselves, that's new. My favorite line from the song is Conception got sauce, power brought the baby, one spit the boss. I'm talking about Sam Conception, Quinoa, Brett Jackson, and Paolo. Turning Up I used for my second music video. I wanted the music videos to tell a story, right? And the middle part of the story is kind of dark. It goes to a darker side of my career in show business where I was partying a lot, and if I needed an escape from work in the first music video, in the second one I needed to escape from this life that I was living, this endless partying, and I didn't feel good about myself, and I made a lot of bad decisions then. I needed an escape from that, and that's what Turning Up is about.
She looking at me like she wanna freak, I'm on it. I swim in the sea like we on the beach, she love it.
I actually wrote the life on the set of Beauty and the Bestie, I think it was. Yeah, it was Beauty and the Bestie. I wrote the entire song in one day, and that was the first time I ever did that. The inspiration just hit me, and then, I don't know. I was just like thinking, I just want to live the life with you, this girl. Like, I just wanted to, you know, fly you places and buy you nice things and just live, you know, the ideal life. It's really just about, you know, it's still escape. It's still, you know, escaping off to a better place. The time in my life that best represented that song was me and Nadine's travels around the world. You know, we went to Paris, we went to Italy, we went shopping, we went to beautiful beaches, and we were living the life. So that perfectly describes the song. My favorite line in the song is in the bridge. I don't think anyone understands what it means except me, but I'll try and explain it to you now. It goes, I spend my time trying to climb up this waterfall, cause the bad boy want it all. I'm saying I spend my time trying to climb up this waterfall, cause the bad koi want it all, not bad boy, I'm the koi fish. There's like a legend that if the koi fish can swim up a waterfall in Chinese river, it turns into a dragon. And that's how I see myself, like my life. When I was like 16, I was just like a koi fish swimming in the river. And I did something that was impossible. I did something that I never thought I could do. And I completely transformed.
I just want you on top of me. If you just take off your clothes, will be the best you've ever known.
People always ask me, what's your favorite song? I think this has to be my favorite song. It's just, you know, all my boys on one track, like Paolo making a crazy beat and Sam Conception with those sexy R&B vocals, and then Brett comes on with this rap that no one ever expected, and it hits so hard at the end. It's mind-blowing. It's such a perfect track. It really is. I wrote the chorus of the song back in 2014 when I think Sam came over to Paolo's apartment and we were working on a track, and he made this beat. It was a different beat back then, and then I started singing that melody and those lyrics, and I said, Sam, this is perfect for you, like, cause his style is very R&B, and I was like, no one could sing it better. And then Paolo made just a draft version of that track, but he kept Sam's vocals on it. And then maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, I showed Sam, and he was like, man, that's such a good song, I wish I could have it. I was like, sorry man, I can't, it's from my album. But then when I was recording the song, I was like, you know what, maybe I can get Sam to just sing the chorus, because it sounded so much better when he sang it, and it really suits him. So I let him sing the chorus, and then I just did the verses, and then let Brett finish it with the rap. But I think everyone in that track got a really nice spotlight. I think it showcased everyone's individual talent really well. I just wrote the chorus because originally it was for me, but Sam sang the chorus. Brett did his own lyrics. He always does his own lyrics.
I swear that she can get it.
No, it wasn't dedicated to anyone in particular. It was just, there was just lyrics that wanted to come out. Like, I really wanted to write a sexy R&B song. I mean, I think then in that entire song, it's like every line is so good. Every line is memorable. Like, I love the way you bend, girl, you should start a trend. And then Brett's, oh my God, I said it. I swear that she can get it. Everything in the song is so good. Like, I can't pick the best line.
I love the way you bend, girl, you should start a trend. I know you are perfect, don't worry, I won't tell your friends.
This song was the most fun song to record, simply because the beat is just so fun. Like, when you're in the studio, I was dancing while singing the song, and I think that it comes through. The song just makes you want to dance, and I had like all my best friends on this track as well, making it and singing on it. It was just such a fun music making experience.
I think it's time to turn the lights down low. I ain't gotta tell her that she got my soul. We could run away somewhere that only we know.
This song I wrote back in 2014, a long time ago, and I only finished the lyrics recently. But the song is called Down Low, as in keep it on the down low. It's like a hidden meaning.
It's time to turn the lights down low. I ain't gotta tell her, she already knows. When she rides
Before, whenever I would date someone, it always had to be very secret and very private and very discreet. So that's really what the song's about, like hiding this great love from the public eye.
I think it's time to turn the lights down low. I ain't gotta tell her, she already.
So it was definitely during times when I was dating people secretly, but that shall remain secret. Yep, I thought about the title a lot. I came up with different titles, but that's the one I stuck with. Like, yeah, there's a mystery behind it. It's very ominous, like the title and also the whole song. Like, you're my best kept secret, things like that. But everyone has secrets, so it's nice to have that one song that, you know, leaves you asking that question, like that little bit of mystery. My favorite line is, good morning, love, she whispered as she woke me up, I know. That line, I don't know, it's just very, it brings back memories for me.
Never know how much I love to love you. 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 I love to love you.
I love to love you. It's really about how good it is to be in love and just telling that person, like, it feels so great, like this love feels great and I love being in love with you.
You never know how much I love to love you.
This song I wrote for Nadine. I really wrote this one for her. And I decided that it would sound better if I get Nadine on it. And it did, it turned out really great. It turned out to be a nice little duet. When we went to Spain, I'm just kidding, we didn't go to Spain. There's no real like specific moment that I can relate it to. It's just the vibe that we have when we're together.
I love to love you.
There's so many lines in that song that I love. I think the pre-chorus, the pre-chorus like describes exactly how it feels. Ooh, I like what you've done to me. I'm right where I wanna be, with you here in front of me. Ooh, I've never felt so alive. You are my paradise. You'll never know how much I love to love you. This was a surprise to her. I said, Nadine, I wrote a song for you. And then she was like, trying not to act guilty.
I love to love you. I love to love you. I love to love you. I think we found forever.
The track Forever was also for Nadine, and it was also for the fans. I wanted to make a song for the fans that has like a chant in it, and something that they would love. I wanted to go a little bit OPM on this one, like a ballad feel. But I mean, that's my definition of a ballad, like, you know, with the snare, the tight snare. And I just wanted a slower vibe, more relaxed love song vibe. I keep thinking about us at home playing PlayStation, because that's a line in the song. And when I was writing the song, that's what I was thinking about, like just chilling at home, like with Nadine, just relaxing. You are all I want, so much that I put it in a song. Can we just stay home? We can take turns on the PlayStation.
Can we just stay home? We can take turns on the PlayStation.
But then other than that, I think in the second verse it's trying to understand how I feel. Baby, tell me, is it real? This must be a dream come true, 'cause you don't disappear when I lean on you. Feels.
You don't listen to your girlfriends even when they say I'm bad, say I'm bad. They be tripping 'cause they don't wanna admit that I'm the best they've had.
Dangerous. Okay, to be honest, I think I wrote this song in like late 2013, but the track Paolo made, I think, maybe late 2014, 2015. Brett was actually the inspiration for this song. It's not 100% like factual, the song about how Brett is in real life. It's not, it's just he was the inspiration for the track. And it's about how like, I'm in no position to love someone right now, and it's like saying, I'm warning you, like, be careful, because if you fall in love with me, I'm gonna break your heart. That's what it's about. Brett was the inspiration because, like, I mean, he's known for being a playboy and breaking hearts left and right, so he gave me a lot of material. Oh, it's the bridge. It just goes, I don't trust myself with somebody else. And it just repeats, but it means a lot to me. At the time, I was a good boy. I was in a relationship, and Brett was the dangerous one, but I've had my dangerous phases too.
You know me, I don't really care what they say about me. Everybody thinks I'm just playing, but I'm me. Can't you see?
The song originally had a more upbeat backing, and then Paolo suddenly put this really dark, like trap vibe on it, and it just really made the whole song like kind of really bittersweet. I don't know, it really changed the whole meaning of the song when it was put with Paolo's track. And by the end of it, I was always like spacing out and like feeling sad and feeling really emotional by the end of the track. So it worked perfectly. Kiana, I've always been a huge fan of all her music. I just needed to have her on a track with me, so I asked her, like, can we collab together? And it's really amazing what we did. I sent her a voice note of the first part of the song. Don't you know it's hard for me when you talk to me, but you deserve my honesty. I sent that to her, and then she listened to it, and then she sang back the next part, the next whole bar. And then I listened to it, and I was like, that's perfect. And I was like, what if we like answer each other? So I sung her one line. And if you need someone to listen, know you got me, baby. And I sent to her, and then she answered back, and I kept going. And even if your man be tripping, he can't stop me, baby. And then we just kept going. It was so like, it was the most fun music writing experience I ever had, and it was with Kiana, who's an amazing writer, an amazing singer. And she added this whole, her verse and her voice, her husky, delicate voice just made the song. I was so happy to have her on the track. This one was also inspired by Brett, his situation, Mean to You. And I think he may have said it out loud, but it was about him. People know that Mean to You was written about him. And in this situation, he was in love with another girl, but she was with someone else. And even though she wanted to, she couldn't. After the album got released and it had nothing but praise, they loved the music, they loved the singing, they loved the lyrics, and they love the whole vibe. And a lot of people are saying that it's a big step in the right direction for Filipino music. I was really over the moon. I was so happy when I found out that the album went well and that everyone loves it, and I feel like it's opening doors for bigger things. And that was really my goal, to help music, like in the Philippines, to bring it up because there's so much talent. Me as an artist right now, it's very complicated because I have my fans, my Jadine fans. I have a mainstream audience as well. And then I have this new thing with Palm Dreams. So with Palm Dreams, I also have this non-mainstream audience as well that I would also like to cater to. But it's really hard. I'm trying to please everyone and you really can't. But hopefully one day I'm able to bring them both together and bridge that gap between mainstream and non-mainstream or underground.
He's someone that goes to his own way, but it's not because he's being hard-headed. It's because he believes in something more. He believes in the Philippine entertainment industry as a whole. He thinks that there's so much talent here.
I just want you.
James is a complete artist. He can sing, he can dance, he can act, and he can direct or, co-create with a producer to bring about like a really unique product that speaks about who he is. He's not just good at doing stuff that you're supposed to do with the skills. He's got the ideas to make things happen.
If you think about it, Filipinos listen to international music all the time, like international artists on the radio every day, and that's what we like too. I wasn't making music that was supposed to be international. I was just making music that Filipinos deserve to hear.
I mean, I'm not being biased or anything, but if I was a stranger lang or like someone that na hindi niya kilala or hindi ko siya kilala, ganun, and then narinig ko yung music niya, iisipin ko talaga na malayo yung mararating ng music niya.
Yes, it was my dream. It is my dream to like one day make it to the international stage. But I feel like that's not too far away. I mean, I have a really good team and I have really good support from like my management, my fans, my friends. I feel like, yeah, it's not that big of a dream to make it to the international stage.
Well, I've been telling him this naman all the time. I'm really, really proud of you. And I'm so happy I'm part of this journey. And alam kong malayo pa yung mararating mo. And andito lang ako sa likod mo all the time.
My goal really was to make music that Filipinos could be proud of and say, hey, that album is from the Philippines and that's a Filipino artist. And it sounds that good. I mean, we have good taste in music. We should make music with good taste too.
I'm turning up on top of my city. I rock that crown. I'm burning up so that all the ladies, they love my sound. I earned this cut. I know you want it on. Like Viva.
No.
Me and my girls gon' know.
Tom
So show
or
me
Jack,
some
someone.
love. Turning up
No, just make sure you get the crap in that.
my city. I rock that
Make sure you get